Section 1. The yellow foam bilious vomiting syndrome. Let's begin with the first sign, which is the yellow foam of the early morning. This sign is often dismissed entirely because it happens before the cat has even eaten breakfast. You wake up, and there is a small puddle of bright yellow, bubbly liquid or foamy slime. There is no hair, no food, just bile. Most owners assume the cat just had a random stomach upset or perhaps ate a piece of grass. The clinical deep dive in the veterinary world. We call this bilious vomiting syndrome (BVS). This isn't just an upset tummy. If you see this regularly, you are witnessing the direct consequence of chronic pain. When a cat's stomach is empty for too long, say the 12 hours between dinner and breakfast, the stomach acid has nothing to work on. That acid begins to irritate the stomach walls, causing a painful burning sensation. To neutralize the burn, the body reflexively forces bile from the small intestine back up into the stomach, which triggers the vomit. It means your cat is spending hours of their day in silent chronic acid reflux pain. Ignoring it allows the constant wash to create long-term inflammation that can lead to much worse conditions down the road, such as gastritis or even esophageal strictures. Section 2. The myth of the monthly hairball. But what if the vomit isn't just yellow liquid? This brings us to sign number 2. The myth of the monthly hairball. This is perhaps the biggest lie we tell ourselves as cat owners. The idea that a cat must frequently vomit hair sounds logical. They groom, they swallow hair, and therefore they must throw it up. But here's the critical fact you must know. The anatomy of a hunter, a healthy cat's digestive system evolved from desert hunters, is incredibly efficient. The majority of swallowed hair should be pushed downward by the gut's natural movement, which is called peristalsis. The rhythmic contracting of the digestive tract should pass that hair harmlessly out in the stool. If you are cleaning up a hairball every single month, that is not normal shedding. That is a clear sign that the gut's movement has failed. The hair is trapped, the stomach is irritated, and the body is violently rejecting its contents. Frequency is your number one clue. They need a diagnostic workup to find the root cause of the gut slowdown. This is often the very first visible whisper of underlying bowel disease or an inflammatory condition of the intestines (IBD). Section 3. The scarf and barf vegetation versus vomiting. This brings us to sign number 3. The scarf and barf vomit. You place the food down and your cat acts like they have never been fed in their entire life. They inhale the kibble in huge gulps, and 3 minutes later the entire meal is regurgitated in a perfect tubular pile of undigested food. The science of rejection. This rapid rejection of food is often not vomiting at all. It is regurgitation. This means the food hasn't even reached the stomach yet. It is being rejected by the esophagus. Sometimes it is genuine anxiety and resource guarding, especially in multi-cat homes. But more commonly your cat is trying to eat because they are starving, but their body instantly recognizes an ingredient it cannot tolerate, like a common filler or a specific protein, and throws it back up as an immediate defense mechanism. By the way, does your cat always choose the most expensive rug in the house to do this on? There's actually a wild instinct behind why they seek out absorbent surfaces when they feel vulnerable. Recognize that the scarf and barf is a plea for a change in environment or diet. Section 4. The sandpaper coat grooming failure. Sign number 4 is the gritty sandpaper coat. It is a sign of digestive pain expressed through grooming failure. Cats are fastidious groomers, spending up to half their waking hours ensuring every hair is perfectly in place. This isn't vanity, it is survival. When a cat stops grooming, it is usually due to pain that prevents them from twisting their body. If your cat develops painful dental lesions or gum inflammation due to poor nutrition, which is directly linked to chronic gut health, they simply cannot use their mouth to groom without sharp, debilitating pain. The result is a coat that looks greasy, clumpy, or staring. If your cat's coat starts to look like a dirty old teddy bear, It is a visible manifestation of an invisible internal problem. Section 5. The vagus nerve, the pre-vomit howl. This brings us to sign number 5. The pre-vomit howl. That deep, mournful, almost terrifying yawl that precedes the sound of retching. That sound is a vocalization of extreme physiological distress. When the urge to vomit strikes, the body floods with intense nausea, excess salivation, and sharp cramping. That howl is the vagus nerve triggering a panic response. It is often associated with intense stomach spasms, acute pancreas issues, or sudden kidney discomfort. Watch what they do after the vomit. If they immediately retreat into a meatloaf position, they are still in pain and guarding their abdomen. Section 6. The picky eater deception, the silent killer. Finally, we reach sign number 6. The picky eater deception. It is the behavior that leads to years of suffering and is the number one symptom that masks a transition to a terminal illness. Your cat rushes to the food, takes one deep sniff, and then backs away. You must stop telling yourself they are spoiled. They are sick. You are witnessing a biological war between hunger and nausea. The smell triggers a powerful wave of nausea because their inflamed gut cannot handle the content. This is the hallmark of chronic intestinal inflammation, which can progress into severe diseases like small cell lymphoma. Your cat is not a diva. If they are running toward the food, but backing away from the bowl, they are telling you, I want to live, but eating hurts. This is the moment to stop changing flavors and start demanding a full diagnostic panel from your veterinarian. Conclusion: your cat isn't trying to be difficult. They are just trying to survive.